At this point in time, I think everybody knows that I really enjoy a little bit of AE86 action, and there's now a new mods into the Assetto Corsa mod roster that bring us an 86 Coupe. So we have the lift back from Kunos from the Japanese DLC, and now we have a coupe, but it comes with a little bit of a different flavor. So inside, as you can see, instead of having an analog tach or a tachometer, you do have a little bit of a digital one, so it's nice. It's also different in the case that you have the turbo, so you can hear the flutter of the turbo there. And compared to the 86 that you have with Kunos, there's very little that you can change to change the setup of this car. Normally in Kunos you can change pretty much everything from tires, ratio, suspension. On this one it's basically the turbo, the gear ratio, the tires, and just a little bit of alignment. And it comes with the case where if you don't like the suspension setup, you have to go around it by changing either the tires or your driving style. But in my opinion, is a nice, really interesting car that holds some good cards for both toge and drifting. And I'm going to see firstly here at Kunsai. We're going to just do a small run here at Kunsai. I'm running with the car with just a little bit of a taller gear ratio, because the second gear is really important in this specific track. And also changing the turbo to 70%, because I think at more than that it just becomes really hard to drive this car. It's not hard, it's just the turbo hits you with a really big surge, and this car is so light, it's very easy to lose control of the car. So second gear is really important, so that's why I did the taller second gear ratio. Ooh, lost a bit of control. Go over here. Whoa, so much understeer in this car. It turns nicely, but you do have the problem of, since you can't really change the gear, not the gears, the suspension, you can't really tune the car for tracks like this. You need to go around it to change the way you drive. This is a car that has probably the potential to a 232 standstill here at Kunsai. My best was a 237. I know I can do like a 235 with this car if I drive better, but it will take a lot out of me. So the moment you start going at speed and the torque is up there, it's very easy for this car to turn, which can provide some code brown moments. Whoa, here it was. Car just wanted to go inside. Just a small little bit of torque. Car just jumps up and down so easily. The good thing that this car has compared to the 86 from Kunos, it's a good handbrake. It's not just the speed or the torque or whatever, the power. Can develop up to 250 horses in this car with the turbo at 100%. It's the handbrake. It does help a lot in these Gincana hairpins. And here we go. Nice little car. Just doesn't like the bumps. So in Tug it works really well. It's really gonna depend on what type of circuit you're running. Let's see, what have we done? Let's see. Stop the car. I'm betting a 238. It should be feeling right. So let's go race essentials. Oh, 239. It's very slow. So in Kunsai, where the tarmac is bouncy, the car does have a little bit of trouble, in my opinion, keeping to the roads, but you can go around it. But like I said, since you don't have the suspension, you can't really, suspension settings, you can't really fine-tune what you are doing. So we're gonna go now to Dosogen, where we're gonna drive this car in drifting mode. It's been a while since I've done Dosogen, so I think the last time I've done it was with the community, doing like a community drifting stream. If you'd like to see something like that again, tell me in the comments if you'd like to do some drifting with me and with the community, and we might be doing it in the future. Now, as for this car, around here, it does feel like it's made totally for this type of roads where the tarmac is really smooth. Because looking at the outside, it kind of seems that the suspension is like rock solid, doesn't have, whoa, doesn't have a lot of stroke, so it doesn't move a lot. It kind of feels, in my opinion, might be totally wrong, that is trying to emulate what you see in some of those VHSs, where the cars and where these coupes are like totally slammed for drifting and with lots of camber and stuff. So this suspension seems to be doing just that. So in a track like Dosogen, where the tarmac is smooth, it doesn't have a lot of bumps like it did in Kunsai. It's just perfect. It's just like going over, you know, it's a cloud. It drifts over here like it's just a cloud, except when you crash it, of course, into the wall. So what you get is really fun driving with this thing. If you want to go at some sideways action, this is the perfect car to do it. Just amazing. Now, a few things that I didn't talk about were the graphics. The graphics are pretty nice. I'm not sure if they modified the original Assetto Corsa or setup or not setup, interior or not. It really doesn't really matter. It looks okay. Sound wise, it could be better. I think it's the 86 sound file. It just looks, that is in its place in Assetto Corsa, and if it was done by Kunos, I wouldn't bat an eye because it just looks so nice. So kudos to these guys. For me, it's a wonderful driving car. It's fun. If you enjoy this type of content, this is the type of content that will be perfect in your mods arsenal. The link is in the description. Just a few more corners going downhill. And maybe going back again. Just for a little bit of fun. Bit of clutch kick action, and that's turbo going in and out. Hey, nope. Here we go. Sideway. The moment the car jumps and when it hits the ground after jumping, you do see how reactive is this suspension to changes of direction. It's like it doesn't really like anything other than a perfect surface. Like I said, it kind of seems to be mimicking the cars from the slam drift cars that you see in some of those YouTube videos and the VHSs. From what I see, I think these guys also worked with the 90s GDSP guys. So, might be wrong, but it kind of seems from the social media stuff. So, we might see some direction in the way the car is set up. Sadly, you can't really change anything suspension-wise. Could be cool to change some of the ratings. And this is a kick-ass car. So guys, yeah, if the link is in the description, download this. I think it's worth your while, worth your time driving it out. Amazing little drift car, toga car, whatever you want to call it. Really well done. I'm not sure how it is in terms of simulation value, but it is at this point that I really don't care for the simulation value of this car because the car is so good. So if you enjoyed the video, press like, press subscribe, hit the notification bell, and also consider sharing, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.